Hello, fellow Factorians. Welcome to my Pyanodons challenge run. During the last episode, I made my base a lot more bulletproof. Science is flowing well. I solved my stone issue for now. I'm sure the stone issues will crop up once again. I also set up tin mining, and I started working on a secondary planter box build so that I could use that to help me get rid of the backlog of small parts that I've got jammed up into my system. While during the hands-off time, I am going and waging war on the environment. I destroy hundreds of rocks and collect stone into a bunch of chests, which I feed to some furnaces who are not really attached to the base. They're just leaching coal and going box to box to turn those into stone. So I don't feel bad about doing that. It's just a chore that I would be doing during regular time and not affecting any base functionality at all. During this episode, it's all going to be about the alien life. I've got 3 different alien life things to get going. I need to do sap, seaweed, and moondrops. I'll talk more about those during live play. And then I also want to finish up that small parts build, the planter box build, because I think that's not only going to get me some bonus science, but let me kind of preview how bad things get for my base when I do officially, for real, double my science, which I imagine will happen soon. Anyway, I'm going to let you, going to get back to live play, so see you there. So first thing I want to do this episode is start off my moondrops. My task list is growing long. Moondrops take the longest to get themselves going, so it's not a long time compared to many alien life recipes, but it still takes some time. So let's go into hands-on mode. There we go. Let's fix an issue that happened up here because I was attempting to clear out some stone to keep the concrete build, this set of jaw crushers going, but to be honest, that's not really necessary. I think actually what I should be doing is just limiting the amount of iron that I push into this system at all. I'm really backing up on, and this is another first world problems issue, but I'm backing up on the resources down here. Like I've got tons of small parts. I've got like 3 boxes worth of undergrounds, etc., etc. So I'm gonna limit this, and actually I need to limit this up higher. Let's drag a wire up higher, because if I don't limit this at an earlier point, I can't clear out the byproducts of certain processes. So I think I need to avoid it. Limit up here. Was my setting down here? All right. That should block this flow if I'm over 12k. Small parts actually it needs down here, I think. But I need to move this voiding lower, since this is from my small parts, from my soot separation. Okay, that should fix that. I think these guys, I think they're blocked. Are you still blocked? Something should be going on here. Oh, yeah. Again, I needed to block that up higher. Now, if this is taken care of, yeah, okay. That should get going again. All right. So that fixes that problem, and should reduce the the damage that I'm doing to this iron patch. Speaking of, there was also a mistake up here. Yeah, this needs to be different. Should be sorting out only the ash, not the coal. All right, that was supposed to be a brief fix-it mode. Maybe I could have done that in fast time. I'll have to come back and clear this out. But on to the meat of getting moondrops going. So for moondrops, you have to make a codex. This is how you do it with many alien life recipes. You make a codex, then you do some stuff with the codex. You have to look at the recipe to see just how many codexes you make to kick off the products. There's sometimes some gambling involved. So, for instance, with the moondrops, you might be able to get away with 2 codices, but usually we'll need 3, and I'm just going to make 3 right off the bat anyway. So for the codexes, I need petri dishes to be converted into, empty petri dishes to be converted into full petri dishes. So I'll grab, hopefully, some petri dishes that I've been making over here. Yeah. Let's grab plenty, and I will start building those back at the base, and eventually I'll run a glass line over here. Let's see, what else? Buffer some rocks back here. These are... I had even more chests worth of rocks, but I managed to turn some of them into bricks. Alright, so a high temperature furnace. I think I'm gonna need some of my seaweed, and the rest of my seaweed is going to go into a seaweed farm to kick that process off. I'll need a nursery or 2, and some planter boxes to use in that nursery. I did get a very full set of tin, so I can make seaweed farms, hopefully. Limestone. So yeah, these are very quick things to build, so I'm going to keep you on the line, so to speak, while I get them going. But yeah, it shouldn't take very much time at all to for me to get this going. I think I had limestone buffered over here, so that should be enough for 1 seaweed farm, which will be plenty for what I'm planning to do with it. I think I will need kind of like a mad science / genetic laboratory somewhere over here, close to my bioreserve, because, you know, it's thematically appropriate, and I will eventually use this bioreserve to make, do some of that mad science. Is this too far away? Nah, I've got tons of refined concrete. I should just use more of it. Okay. So that needs water. I've got water running around here throughout the base. And it instantly needs a pipe. That's wonderful. I guess I was working with very tight tolerances back there. That kind of makes sense. Make some more pipes. Also, I need to... Let's just get rid of the attack task list. You've seen it. Now you know what it is. I'll pop it open back open to reference it once in a while, but for now, it is fine. Okay, seaweed farm. Make out even closer. making some seaweed. All you need is power and water. So basically almost the easiest alien life recipe. And there we go. Now, the results of that need to go into high temperature furnace somewhere. So I'm going to buffer it into a box first. Make agar. So for that I will need steam. I'm not getting water. Oh, because your pump is disconnected. Great. There we go. So we'll grab some steam. Fortunately, this is actually a good thing that so much steam is getting consumed at this base, so that I can continue to make ash and therefore continue to make trees with that ash. Guess I should also see why this backlog of ash separation products is still not running. More pumping required. Actually kind of surprised that needs a pump. I thought that, oh well, of course, because I dragged it up to the tin production. So why are you unhappy? You are unhappy because you're still not voiding your stuff down here, and you can't void your stuff over here because you're still full on iron plate. Okay. I thought these guys were going to have the ability to create some buffer. Of course, didn't unhook this. Okay. So, steam. Oh, yeah, jump. You are too long. I will be done with this in just a moment, so just bear with me. I feel like the alien life stuff is cool enough and like interesting enough for somebody who hasn't played Pyanodons that it's worth showing off in all its glory rather than zooming through a build. Obviously, later on I'm going to zoom through builds. Are you always? Because I was playing a game where shift was dash, and I'm still kind of accustomed to that. That's why my muscle memory for that is just wrong. Someday I will have some exoskeletons. For now, I should just use more fine concrete. And I'm gonna have the rest of my ash. Sorry, my seaweed. And then I'll need an assembler. The assembler will take petri dishes, put in a box for it. Agar. And it will make full petri dishes. Obviously that is going to need some fuel. Start off with a bunch of wood. The wood here too. Alright, so full petri dishes. That should let me make the codex. And I can make exactly 3, which is perfect. I'll do that. One more. Okay, and then with the codex, I need to put that into a botanical nursery, and we'll be good to go. Just a bit of ash to be able to use that. Get through some in a box before. I guess I should keep a, well, I've got a stack right here. And I'm going to need several of these, so let's get those going. Maybe I should just plaster my whole bootstrap base with refined concrete and just get that over with. It's going to happen eventually. I probably have quite a lot of it. At least this area. Yeah, the new lab deserves a little bit of love. Make it all fine concrete over here. One of the nice parts about hands-off mode is that I get to just have like tons of resources when I come back from it, and it's been successful like it was this time. Okay. Another stack. Already have one there. And now we'll throw a nursery with the process to make codices. Turn the codices into moondrops. So, water, planters boxes. Probably will make something to construct planters boxes over here, actually. I'm going to need quite a few of those as well. Moondrops, start off with that. With some planters boxes, this process will start running, and this takes actually a fair bit of time. I think it's 200 seconds to run this recipe, which is why I wanted to get it going. Then with one moondrop greenhouse plus another nursery, I can get the rest of the process going. The greenhouse, the botanical nursery, will take moondrops and turn them into more moondrops and seeds, and then the greenhouse turns seeds back into moondrops. So it's pretty simple. The only downside is that, yeah, you have to start feeding it the modules before you can get this going, so I'm going to have to wait for this to finish anyway. But we can set up the system. This outputs moondrops. The only tricky bit is this also outputs moondrops. We only want you to output moondrops there, and the seeds can go into the nursery. And now with a little bit of water hooked up, that will get going. Alright, I'm not going to do the sap quite yet, not because it's not fast and not available, but because I have other things I feel like doing. And I'll need to come back here anyway to move some modules into the Moondrop greenhouse. Okay, so next thing I really felt like doing was to get going on a large number of additional fish mills. Power is going fine, but as you can see, like my steam engines are still getting hit pretty hard, and the power from the fish turbines is only occasionally capping out. So yeah, I can use a few more of those, and I think I will be back after I've put down another 50 or 60 of them. Okay, and that's 200. Oops. That should be 200. Oh, two more. I need to find spot for two more. 200 fish turbines, which will generate an average of 110 megawatts of power, which is, yeah, pretty spicy. About the average consumption of my base right now. Of course, because they are very intermittent power, they do not kind of like solve all power problems, but that's okay. The fact that they're reducing the ash consumption a lot, or ash production a lot, is very nice for me. While that was happening, I saw that the moondrops had started being created, so I'm going to go over there and clean those out. My starter base is having lots of issues right now because of that issue with the soot products backing up, which backed up pretty much everything else. So I'm going to have to clean out some lines, and hopefully that will get things kick-started again. Should do. Okay. Might just put down another solid separator somewhere to kind of deal with this backlog. Another soot separator. You can power. I don't want to like dump all the extra soot into the existing ones. They'll just back up once more. That's no good. Alright, but this line is flowing. This line is... I don't know why that got broken. I probably right-clicked by accident at some point. It's also probably a source of the damage. Okay, but moondrops. Moondrops were created. They were created here. Did I make enough of them? No? I thought I threw 3 of you. Oh, I didn't put enough petri dishes in. Easily fixed. Easily fixed. But that also means that I can put... need to start this off with a 7? Was it? Yeah, I need to have 5. Okay, so you will make a total of 8 more, so I can use... use all of this. Ah, right. It was that this recipe running once doesn't necessarily make enough run the nursery. Yes. All right. Or maybe I misremembered and I only needed 2 codexes. Anyway, now that this is running, this should kick that off, and hopefully the loop begins. I'm going to go work on finishing the build that I started last time with the doubled over planter box production. I've got the resources on hand to do that, so I'll be back when I've got that done. Alright, this build is almost done with some creative routing to get ash into the system. Now the only thing left to do is to figure out what I want to do with the stone, which is always the risk. I think what I'm mostly going to do is I want this stone line to be full, but it should get full now because I will produce more carbolic oil because everything will be running faster at my fire processing plant. So that will mean I will have plenty of stone from these two, and this system over here that's turning pitch into stone can combine with the leftovers from the production here to go into the new build. Oh, and by the way, this is what the monstrosity you have to make when you want to make something that is both a prioritized splitter and also has 2 exits. So yeah, that's fun. Always fun to do a little bit of weirdness with the inserter splitters. All right, so all that hooked up. I think all I have to do is push the planter boxes into the build, and we'll be good to go. So first this build. Now I will have at least theoretically twice as many planter boxes coming in. So fines will jump up for a while, but it's not going to stay high because some of these buffers will have filled up and then empty themselves out. Now I'm probably not going to count on faster signs, so we'll see what I set the tolerance on for hands-off next time, but it definitely won't be double what it was before. Let's see. You just do not have this because it has not flowed through the system yet, right? Yeah. Filling up your buffers here, and just will come around, and we'll hope. Maybe there's a reverse belt here somewhere. Or maybe you just don't have enough stone coming in to really, yeah, not enough stone coming in won't, and therefore not driving the system fast enough. Although it would help if I connected this up. Definitely help because I need this to help me void pitch. I've not set up pitch voiding, and therefore this is how the systems have to clear out all the pitch. Now this system can handle more pitch than it was before, and I might double it over, if I think that pitch is not sufficiently voided, but I definitely don't want to burn my pitch. That would be kind of a sin. Like, that's the whole point of that tar system is to make pitch and carbolic, so I don't want to have to void both of them. Alright. Should see signs jump up soon, so I'm going to go back to the alien life stuff and make sure that's going okay. I should be able to make the sap system as well now. How are we doing for time? Yeah, only 10 minutes left, so I probably shouldn't have hooked that up, but I'm gonna validate that works toward the end of the episode. All right, you have some moon drops. You have started working, so this should be fine as long as this can run once, and we'll produce 4 more moon drops, and this will take. Yeah. Okay. So I think this system is working. The system to kick off sap trees to make more sap is even simpler. Well, not as simple as the seaweed, but it's close. So you just need to make seeds from the sap make sap trees, and then put them in a sap collector, I believe it's called. It's a sap extractor. So just get the sap extractor going. And I only need one at this point. What I need is a lot more planters boxes, actually. Oh, a bunch. This is done with now, actually. I won't need that again, because the codex process you only do once. You definitely do not want to keep doing that as your solution for long-term production of of the alien life stuff. I have a bunch of sap that I've collected. You get the sap from smashing trees, so you get, if you've ended up chopping as many forests as I have. Actually, I haven't chopped that many. It's mostly been rocks, but you still get plenty. Not have? Oh, okay, I don't have any wood. This will make some sap trees for me, which are the modules that you need to run this building. Alright, that should get going. This is really slow because I don't have very many modules in it, so while I wait, I will set up a little planter's box build. I'm going to need more of this system anyway, so I'll do that and come back to you. Welcome back. So, sap trees are running. It's going to run very slowly, this sap production, but I don't actually need it to run fast. That's fine. This will also run slowly and will eventually fill me up with moon drops. I might run back here after another cycle has run. If I can just do this now. I'm already running another cycle, so resources are available. I need to leave 1, with that 5. Yeah. Okay. So that's going. this seaweeds will start piling up seaweed as soon as I run out of petri dishes. That's going. Science has jumped up to 110. I need to go and check if there are any bottlenecks, if I'm expecting to break my system. So I'll just run over there with you. You guys may spot problems sooner than I am. I've made my first sap from that sap extractor. Okay. This needs to not be like that. Here's a fix I need to make already. Clear out that so that the wood will come through the system. As long as I don't break the other system, I'll be happy with that. But okay. Oh, I'm surprised. Oh yeah, okay. So just these were enough to boost me to 110. Okay. That should jump up even higher now that this is all hooked up. I have plenty of stone coming in on this line, plenty of stone coming in on the other line at the moment, at least. Let's go make sure that the tar system isn't having serious issues. Also, I think that with this running now, I will occasionally need more small parts from up here. If not, well, then I've just increased my science system without using up this buffer, and I can add yet more production of planters boxes, and that's going to be fine. But yeah, I think the way I calculated it out in YFC, now I will make more planters boxes than I need, assuming that I have got enough tar production, and like the pitch and carbolic and yada yada. So let's go check that. Looks like gases are getting voided still correctly. Myself do not have any more. Oh, I'll have to pick up some more later. Eventually I will need to connect a real ash system up there. Why is this one backed up? Is this the one that goes to trees? Hopefully this is the one that goes to trees. No? Okay, it's flowing. It's just completely full. That's good. If tar is not a problem, then I think I will be calling the episode at this point. This should be running full tilt, and maybe the limiting factor. So next episode, I may be coming back to increase my tar and tar creation and tar processing. But that's no problem. I've got the blueprints right here to run it. Alright, I'm going to call that good. Feels a little bit risky, but yeah, no, I don't want to make this 100% safe. Otherwise, there's no challenges. This time, I'm going to guess there's a 75% chance that I have not broken. 75% chance that hands-off mode will go off without a hitch. Let's make sure this is going to continue to go. Yeah, you've got another batch coming, so I can steal 2 more of you. Make that a steel box, because I would like plenty of moon drops. Suppose I would like, no, that's, I need more planters boxes for that. You're not running because you're not getting any stone plates, because this whole thing is blocked because I have too many small parts. I'm really not using very many of them. That's okay. I will steal a bunch of bricks. Use that here. This system it's fine if it's very a little bit jank. I just need a pile pile of planter boxes for future endeavors there. Really don't have enough ash, but that's fixed. Okay. Iron plate should slowly come in from iron oxide production. I'm stealing it off of the belt up here. So it's really just the stone bricks and the ash that depend on this system to go. Okay. Take a few of those. Do some more housekeeping before I turn on the hands-off mode. And also verify. See, this is why I wanted to wait. I'm going to go check what's going on with my science system. Must have messed it up somehow. Be back in a bit. Alright, I've found the issue. It's that I've managed to let some spoiled biocrud into... Sorry, a spoiled... whatchamacallit? Native flora into the lab belt, so it's not able to consume all of that. Good thing I checked before that happened. So I'll have to clean this out, and I'll be right back once that's happened. Okay, I managed to defuse a time bomb that was had gone off, but during the hands-on time rather than the hands-off time, fortunately. So in that respect, could have been worse. I've set up some filtering to take off this fluorospilinin and biomass that can come through this belt if things are going badly the way they had before. Now this boiler should be successfully voiding all this stuff. And yeah, research is going again and faster than before. So there's definitely a backlog of stuff in here that the research system is going to be using. So it won't go this fast later, and I will probably need to put in some more. Why are you guys not running? Oh, right, because I'm not getting enough native flora through yet. So it'll increase, and then it will go down later when the backlog of planters boxes goes through. Get rid of more of this biomass while I'm at it here. I guess I will call it an episode at this point. Let me go to open up the tax list, check off what we've actually done. That's done. Bootstrap moondrops. Did something with the small parts backlog. Acetylene, actually, that's something that I need to look at for a sec. Bootstraps, the sap, and the seaweed. And now I need to get evaporation processing. I can't actually do the acetylene until I have evaporation processing, so we'll add that in as well. Hopefully, if the hands-off mode goes well, I'll have all of those techs, or almost all of them, done by then. So now science is going again. I should be able to go to hands-off mode, reset the science alert. It'll clear itself in a moment, and be all done. Yep, all good. See you next time.